Hey everyone, it's Navroz over at T&T Honda. Today I'm very excited to share with you the brand new 2022 Honda Civic. Today we're going to talk about all the various different trim levels in the Civic lineup. And remember, if you like these videos, please like them and subscribe to our channel for more content. Thanks, let's get started. So behind me here, we have the brand new 2022 Honda Civic LX model. So all the Civic models except for the Touring actually come with a 158 horsepower, 2-liter engine underneath the hood, which gives you a tremendous 6.9 liters per 100 kilometers of fuel efficiency. So it's a very peppy engine along with great fuel efficiency. As we come around to the side, you'll notice that the LX model comes equipped with 16-inch wheels, which are all season, so they're great for the Calgary weather. One very important design note that the Honda engineers told us about is the placement of the side mirrors. Normally, the side mirrors are placed on this area right here, but they've moved it to the door. The reason for that is so as you're sitting in the car, you get much better diagonal and forward visibility. So they've spent a lot of time looking at the visibility, and you'll see that really well on the inside of the car once we hop in. You'll also notice a character line that goes from the entire front of the car all the way to the back, giving it a very sporty and very uniform appearance. At the tail end, you'll also notice that the trunk swoops up a little bit here, kind of like a mini spoiler. What do you think of the rear face of the new Civic? I think it looks amazing. All of those are LED tail lights, as well as the headlights, which I forgot to mention, they are also LED. Now, when we look inside the vehicle, you'll notice that the trunk is cavernous. It's huge. It's also got a 60/40 rear split seat. So if you needed to get something in a little bit longer, you can definitely do that by folding down the rear seats. So let's come on around. In true Honda fashion, we've got Capless refueling. So there's no finicky gas cap to worry about. You just plug in your gas and off you go. And remember, the Civic only requires regular fuel. You do not have to put in premium. Again, enhancing the efficiency and the economy of the vehicle. Okay, so let's come around to my favorite part, which is of course the driver's side. Before we get in there, I want to mention to you, even though this is an LX model, it actually comes with keyless entry. So all Civic models now have keyless entry. So I've got the key in my pocket. I don't need it for anything. If I just grab the door handle, it automatically unlocks and I can open. To lock it, I can either walk away and engage the walk away lock feature, or I can just tap these 3 little bars right here and it locks for me. And we're good to go. So let's hop in. So as we hop in, first of all, you're greeted with a very comfortable driver's seat with 4-way manual adjustment on the Civic LX. So I'm very easily able to find a very comfortable driving position for long-term trips and all of that. So very, very comfortable ergonomic seat design. Also, the Civic comes with a tilt and telescoping steering wheel. So again, to find that perfect driving position. So as we hop into this new Civic, I want to point out how gorgeous they've made the interior of this car. As nice as the exterior is, I think the interior I like even better. So if you take a look inside, you'll see this kind of retro modern honeycomb look throughout the entire grille. The heating and air conditioning vents are right here, very easy to adjust to your liking. But I just think they've done a wonderful and amazing job on this one. The other thing that you'll notice here is that you've got a 7-inch display right here with all of your audio controls, as well as integrated Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So again, I am absolutely in love with the interior of this car. So let's do a quick walkthrough of how everything's laid out here. On the left-hand side of the steering wheel, I have all of my audio controls. So I can choose my source, I can choose the volume that I want to have. On the right-hand side, we've got all of the cruise control features. And then over in the center stack, we've got our display audio system here and our heating and ventilation systems here. The LX model comes with one USB port, which is right here. The reason I'm pointing out one USB port, as we get up into the higher models, you'll notice that Honda gives even more and more USB ports for connectivity. But even the LX model comes with one USB port. Also, we've got in the center stack here, we've got a different drive mode called Econ. So by depressing the Econ mode, you'll see a little green leaf that shows up on your dashboard, and that provides you with even better fuel efficiency and gives you driver feedback on how you're doing. Take a look in here. You'll see it's kind of a retro modern feel. You'll see this honeycomb grille that goes from driver's side all the way to the passenger side with the integrated heating and AC controls right here. I am absolutely in love with the interior of this car. And remember how we talked about from the outside how they've replaced mirrors and put them down onto the doors? When we look outside here, it is an absolutely amazing view. All you see is the outside of the car. It almost feels like you're in open air. It's amazing. Okay, so here we are in the passenger seat, and I want to talk a little bit about the audio system that comes with the LX model. So first of all, like I mentioned, you've got your 7-inch display audio screen here. This particular model has an 8-speaker sound system, which is great. It also has Carplay and Android Auto integrated, so I want to show you what that looks like. So as soon as you plug in your phone, it will automatically engage Apple CarPlay in my case. And there we are. So with Apple CarPlay, I can have my Google Maps on here. So even though the LX model technically doesn't have navigation, because you have the ability to link up with your phone, I can use the maps that are on my phone to be able to give me turn-by-turn directions wherever I want to go. Also, of course, I've got access to all of my music and media, as well as Siri. And if I wanted to text, or if I have apps like Spotify, all of that is integrated with that one simple connection. So it's an amazing system and a great looking system. Also down here, as we come down, you'll notice the heating and ventilation system. Now, one thing very important, even the base model LX comes with heated seats for the front passenger as well as the driver's side. So again, great feature. And the LX model, even though it is the entry-level Civic, comes so well equipped, so the Honda safety sensing features are available throughout all of the Civics, starting from the LX all the way up to the Touring. So it's an amazing feature that gives you active and passive safety. So as we wrap up our introduction to the 2022 Honda Civic LX, there's a couple more things I want to point out to you real quick. Number one, all the Civics now have an enhanced lighting package compared to the vehicle that they're replacing. So in this case, we have full LED lighting in the front. One last thing I want to mention is all Civics now come with standard remote starter on the key fob. So with one touch of the button, you can start your Civic in the dead of winter. So let's talk about the EX model now, right over here. Now we're going to talk about the two mid-level models, which are the EX and the Sport. So the enhancements that you get from the EX model versus the LX, number one, are the 16-inch aluminum alloy wheels versus the steel rims with the hubcaps on the LX model. So that's the one upgrade that we get here. As well, there's integrated turn signals inside the mirrors. Also, as we step inside, you'll notice that we have 2-zone climate control in the EX model, along with a power moonroof. So these are some of the enhancements we get in the EX model. And now behind me, we have the Sport model. So the Sport model takes everything that the LX and the EX model had and adds even more. So first thing is, look at those wheels. Aren't they gorgeous? 18-inch aluminum alloy wheels in a black finish specific to the Sport trim. Also, you'll notice that the mirror caps are blacked out as well, again giving a more sporty appearance. As we go around to the back of the vehicle, you'll also notice a chrome exhaust finisher, again appealing to that sporty character of the vehicle. Then as we hop inside, there's a few interior features that also differentiate the Sport from all other Civic trim levels. So the very first thing you'll notice as we jump inside is the seats are different in the Sport trim level. They're a combination of a synthetic leather as well as a fabric. So it's called a combination seat, again giving a more sporty look. Also on the steering wheel, you'll notice that there's paddle shifters. So you can shift manually with this car using the paddle shifters. And at the bottom there by my feet, the pedals are aluminum. So all of these little things make it even a more sportier experience. Along with that, there's an additional drive mode with this one called Sport. So when you engage the drive mode of Sport, you get an enhanced performance characteristic of the vehicle. Here we are talking about the top level Civic sedan, the 2022 Honda Civic Touring Edition. One of the main differences of the Touring versus the EX Sport and LX models we discussed before is under the hood. This particular one comes with a 1.5 liter turbocharged engine that gives you 180 horsepower, along with a fog light package and a unique design for the alloy wheels. So we're inside the 2022 Civic Sedan Touring Edition, and the very first thing you're going to notice is the leather seating on the inside. So all the seats have perforated leather, and as I mentioned, we've got the driver's side and passenger side as well as the rear seats that come with heat. The other thing you're going to notice is that both the driver and passenger seat now have power assist. So the driver's seat has 8-way power assist, as well as the passenger has 4-way, so you can easily find a comfortable driving position. The other thing you're going to notice inside the Civic Touring interior is an enhanced display. With this particular one, it's a 9-inch screen. As well, with this comes a brand new audio system for Honda. Honda has now partnered with Bose, which is a 12-speaker audio system. The Bose engineers and the Honda interior design team got together and they looked at the acoustic qualities inside the cabin to come up with the absolute best audio experience. It is the best stereo a Civic has ever had. You're going to be amazed when you listen to it. Another first for Honda in the Civic is wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless charging. So all you have to do is just pop your phone down and automatically the car will start charging your phone. A few other features of note are the Honda Civic Touring comes with HomeLink. So you can easily add your garage door opener to the HomeLink so you can open it with the touch of a button. So this showroom model that we have for the Civic Touring, we've actually dressed it up a little bit. So remember, Honda does have a whole host of accessories. This particular one has the door visor trim along with the moonroof visor, and in this one we've got the custom body side moldings. So we can personalize your Civic or other vehicle here at T&T Honda in any way you like. So thank you very much for joining us as we discuss all the various different trim levels of the 2022 Honda Civic. Just wanted to mention that this is the second decade that the Civic has been the #1 selling vehicle in Canada. Thank you for all your support of the Honda brand, and they have done an amazing job on the brand new 2022 Civic. It is, by all means, the absolute best Civic there has ever been. Thank you so much. T&T Honda, steering you straight. Don't forget to like and subscribe.